as your temporary rulers,
we're proud to dedicate this new dam.
Hey, Luigi, this is my speech.
It is a legend no one will forget. Everybody thought the Super Show was as bad as a Mario cartoon could be. And then, the sequel attacked. Deke was back! With the zaniest danger ever known, even more animation errors. With their useless Mario trivia, Delfino and Peach will watch every single episode and complete the Supershow Saga.
Nice. I know my recorder notes. And with that, hello and welcome to today's episode of Delfino and Peach's Supershow Saga.
Supershow Saga.
Did I say it wrong?
You said Superstar Saga.
Well, it's just such a great title.
Also, we just go by the Supershow Saga. We're fine.
Okay.
We're totally fine. I am Delfino.
And I am Peach Supreme. I know my name.
Do we need...
Why is there a Wendy's ad on your bar?
What are you talking about?
A Wendy's.
That's Cook Serve Delicious.
Oh! I forgot.
Did a Wendy's ad install itself on my computer?
That'd be funny.
No.
I haven't had a good experience at Wendy's in years.
It's because we live really close to a bad Wendy's.
That's true.
Like some people live close to a bad Cracker Barrel. We live close to a bad Wendy's. The McDonald's are fine.
No, Arby's on the other hand.
We are
All right, let's not get back into that.
Peach, tell me, what's your gaming diet been since our last episode?
Since our last episode, I have still been playing Metopia. Why you think I've done something different?
I just figured you could share.
Well, you're the one who's been playing a new game.
I have. I've been playing a ton of stuff. White 2 is so much fun. I need to have a discussion back on the House of Mario about Pokemon once more.
Our podcast is so boring that you can't wait to go to other podcasts.
No, I'm just saying that this is about the Mario cartoon, and it's like, dang, I want to have a deep introspection in these aspects of games, but that'll require more special episodes. And how many special episodes can we produce? The answer is one type. One type is, and it's the reanimated. That's the only type we got.
I guess the reanimated have aired since we've recorded the last episode.
But also, I realized I'm sitting on a ton of good games because I bought a bundle from itch.io and it has Cook Serve Delicious in it. That game makes me respect restaurant retail workers so much.
Because you should absolutely respect your restaurant retail workers.
Because you have to do all of these super specific orders, and if you get even a little bit wrong, they'll be like, And I'm like, no, enjoy that I put extra cheese and I put a tomato on your sandwich. Enjoy the tomato. You want ketchup anyways. That's just
also
more
has
tomato.
Piku Niku, which is it's great.
Piku Niku is great.
I love Piku
And it
Niku.
also has Calico.
It has Kick.
which I really want to play, but my computer can't handle 3D rendered games.
It feels like the intro to Calico just has a bunch of calicos like all over the screen just to see like how much it can render, and it feels like the beginning of the Kirby GBA titles where they're like how many Kirby's can we fit on the screen, and so they just swamped the screen with Kirby's.
Yeah.
That was meant to show off the power of the
Game Boy Advance.
GBA, yeah.
Wow. I don't really think of the GBA having power.
I mean, when you think about it versus the Game Boy Color, it's pretty crazy.
It's got color and good sound font if
for
you know
a
how to
handheld.
use it.
It's really good. I don't know. I have trouble listening
Honestly.
to Game Boy music with headphones. It gives me...
It's too chippy.
Yeah, it kind of gives me a headache. It's like, I love the Mother 3 soundtrack, but it's like...
The Mother 3 soundtrack is the closest you get to smooth
Yeah.
GBA.
And Hamtaro. Great music there in Hamtaro.
The other funny thing about Cook Serve Delicious is that in 2, they added chores to the restaurant, so it'll be like you're doing all this crazy fruit pep, and they're like, oh, by the way, can you refill the ice container? Can you flush the toilet? Can you take out the trash? Thanks. And it's like, why am I having to do all of this and also balance all of this food prep? Ah!
These are all real things that happen in retail. Please tip your waiters.
Tip your waiters and play cook serve delicious.
Yes.
It makes me antic, but I feel like I can master the game. Also, when playing White 2, I just got to Mistralton City. I am so underleveled in that game. Just playing it and not going out of your way and doing everything. Even when I'm going out of my way, I don't feel prepared enough for all these fights that the game wants me to go through. It's like, this is so hard.
You've been pampered with modern Pokemon.
I really have. I understand the appeal now of modern Pokemon. Because really, the time I don't want to play Black and White 2 is because I don't want to sit there grinding for hours on end. I have better things to be doing in my adult life.
Yep. That's the thing.
It's different for the kiddies. But we've been talking a long while. And we aren't even getting to our episode today.
So today's episode probably has one of my favorite titles. Mm-hmm. I love the title Rainstorm. It's such a good title.
Oh, you said it together and I get it now. I thought it was like an album name.
No, so it's a joke on Rainstorm, but with
R-A-I, like raining as a
R-E-I-G-N. Yeah.
Yeah. And it
Not like Sword Rain or whatever in Mario RPG.
What?
I think it was Chugakama's LP of Super Mario RPG. Every time he did Sword Rain or Star Rain, he would make a chocolate rain joke. Because that was the time that came out.
Stormy rain.
Chocolate rain.
Oh, right. That was earliest.
That was early.
Early Chugga. So, today's episode was written by 2 people, Ted Peterson and Steve Hayes. So I decided I need to start actually looking into the writers.
I'm looking at your lookins. And Ted Peterson wrote Pirates of the Koopa?
Yes, and they also misspelt his name on the credits.
Oh, poor man.
It's Peterson with an E instead of an O. Oops. But Ted wrote the Pirates of Koopa episode.
Is that the one where he'll take a milk?
In a dirty glass.
In a dirty glass.
Yeah, it was.
That episode's really funny.
And Steve Hayes didn't do any Mario.
Shoot, what were their names? It was...
I don't remember.
Long John Luigi and
Swashbuckling Mario.
I don't remember. Their names
Captain
are really
Mario.
weird.
Jack Mario, Mario Sparrow.
And Luigi is dressed like George Washington.
He really is dressed like I was going to say imperial, colonialist.
It's like when you think of Pirates of the Caribbean, which wasn't out. Well, the ride was out, but the movie...
The ride's been going for many odd years.
It's like Mario's dressed like a Koopa and...
Luigi's
dressed like
a British naval
Orlando
soldier.
Bloom. Is that the guy that plays?
I don't know.
The dude?
Pirates?
No, he's not a pirate. That's an actor's name.
I don't know this man either.
All right, you're young. Okay,
I'm too outdated for your yuppie language.
They make jokes about him all the time in Hannah Montana.
I didn't watch Hannah Montana.
Is that Orlando Bloom?
Anyways. But
He was the hot stud.
The other thing I noticed is a lot of Mario writers are also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle writers. I'm guessing that they
that's how we got the first episode.
They just coasted from show to show.
I mean, probably.
And did everything.
I guess that means it was made by Deke.
Was it?
Maybe.
I don't care enough to look into it.
Oh, well.
So the episode is starting.
Yes. So it begins similar to another episode with Toad running around his house. It's like, how many episodes are we going to have to start with that?
Well, no, it said he's ducking into his house to grab equipment.
Well, it's at first he's looking over the fence, and then he runs back into his
It's weird
house.
that he's looking over the fence.
It's just a weird way to start the episode on Toad.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
It pans over to Peach, and she's like, Mario, I'm fine. I've been working day and night. I haven't gotten much sleep, but really, I'm fine.
You know, I'm really feeling Princess Toadstool in this episode.
Yes.
After someone who has worked far too many days in a row.
Can't stop working. 'Cause she's like, I'm fine. I don't need this. See, I'm fine. But Mario's like, doctor's orders.
And they're standing next to a mushroom doctor who has a very interesting. It's a good design for the mushroom doctor. He looks like a mushroom doctor.
Well, the reason he looks like a mushroom doctor is because his forehead is really wrinkly and his shroom is positioned like a receding hairline.
Yeah, it's really good. I like these kinds of designs.
You say you like it, but I'm thinking.
I mean, it's better than like what they did in Bowser's Inside Story with the fortune-telling doctor. I didn't like that one that much.
You're like,
You've just been playing too much Dr. Mario World, where everyone is a doctor.
I have not even been playing Dr. Mario World.
I go on and off about that one.
I just log in every day to get bonuses. That's how you get
It
ahead
also
of the game.
took me a minute to realize that it's not an error that Peach is missing her crown. They did it on purpose.
They took it off her head. Like, stop wearing it, Peach. You're not a princess. You're going on a fun vacation.
So Peach is all like, I don't know. And then Toad is pumped.
He's got all the gear.
He's got all the gear. He's got the flippers, the goggles.
Are they supposed to be? I thought
Is
they
it
were sunglasses.
Snorkels?
I thought they were sunglasses.
Oh yeah, it's his big sunglasses. He's got all the
He's
stuff
got
with
a
them.
whole pair.
He's like, come on,
arrangement.
princess, we gotta go. We've been working so hard. It's time to take a break. And I'm like, what has
And
Toad been doing
they have
recently?
to pull her into the pipe. She's like, just call me if there's anything wrong.
These pipes are so tall.
I'm
They need to build stairs.
I have issue with the pipe regulation. I'll bring it up. It comes up later in the episode.
In this episode?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like it's in every episode at this point.
But Mario is super proud.
Oh, I love Mario's line where he goes, patooies. It's
We're
so
gonna
much
be
fun.
fine.
I love the idea of using enemy names as like in place of
Swear words?
not swear words.
What is this, Merlin's beard?
There's a word for it. I can't remember. Like using
Cuss.
it's that using words instead of bad words.
Fill-in vernacular?
I don't know. I'll think of it later.
Verbatim.
That's fine. But yes, Mario's like, oh, we'll be great. And he's got the great pose with
Where
his
he's
fingers in his
pulling his-
overalls.
and
And
Luigi
meanwhile,
looks
Luigi's
really-
so mad.
He looks so mad. He's like,
He's like, Mario, this is a horrible idea. I'm kind of with the princess. We can't handle this. And he's like,
I am living in a constant state of
paranoia.
anxiety.
And paranoia.
This is not going to this does not bode well. And Koopa goes, not bode well indeed, because he's just...
Well, he attempts to rhyme and then he kind of flubs it. I don't even remember what his rhyme is. I just remember that he keeps going with the rhyme and it's like, all right, Koopa, just stop. You've already failed. Even Kookie's like, all right, Dad, come on.
Let's stop it. The only thing
Cookie's so
I
cute
noted
in this episode.
that Koopa said this episode was, my boy.
My boy.
My boy. I always write it down.
It's
very
that
important.
Koopa's like, now that the princess is away, we can come up with a plan. And Kookie's like, don't worry, Dad, I've already thought of 12 plans.
And he tells him the plan, and Koopa goes,
Oh,
I've thought of the best plan.
I love Kookie's face when he's like, I'm so glad I thought of this plan. Kookie's like, wait, what? And I'm like, this cannot be the first time that Bowser's stolen one of Kookie's plans.
It just feels like
He probably does
it
this
sounds
all
like
the
my
time.
aunt's old boss just steals her ideas and then blames her when they don't go well.
Your aunt? I thought it was our cousin.
Yes, it's our aunt,
Oh.
the youngest on mom's side. That's how.
I see. All right.
Okay. This is fun.
Well, that was a great analogy. I'm so glad I thought of it.
Oh yeah, totally. You did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, between our voices.
The only other thing I have to say is that Koopa's, like, thinking pose is so cute. Like, when he thinks, he's like, I need to think. I just love how
He had a lot of good
Whatever
key
he thinks,
poses.
he's like,
There were a lot of good key poses.
Yes, there were some
episode.
very good key poses in this episode. A lot of people look very cute.
So-
Except for one part near the ending that, oh boy, we'll get to that.
Oh my gosh,
Oh no.
I'm so glad you took note of
Oh, we'll
that.
get to that. All right,
Okay.
so we're at Hawaii with its beautiful 10 frames per second
Aloha.
beaches. Aloha!
So, Toad had a really weird line read here. He goes, "Don't worry, princess.
gonna
Luigi can handle it."
Really?
It's like he was out of breath. There was something wrong with the take, but
I
they
don't know.
didn't
I
work
loved
with
his
it.
line, "Come on, princess, we gotta catch some Z's and get some UVs."
Catch some Z's, like sleep,
Well, yes, because that's probably part of her thing, is that she hasn't been relaxing.
I guess.
I just love Z's and UVs.
I
It's
just
so
think it's
cute.
weird that you go to Hawaii for activity.
I think it's weird that
And you
Peach
think-
wears her tennis shoes the whole episode.
Was it in style?
I don't know. I wasn't around during the 80s, 90s?
Late
Early
80s,
90s. That's
early
when this
90s.
was.
Yes. So,
I just think they didn't want to draw her feet, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Who wrote this? Ted Peterson? Thank you.
do you think Steve came in? Ted was writing it, and Steve busted in the door, and he was like,
no feet.
no feet.
We'll get a weird
Honestly,
anatomy
that
thing
would
in the
be
next
the
episode.
storyboarder's decision to not draw her, or the director's. We don't know who the director
Whoever
was.
designed her summer clothes.
Whoever was in charge of that.
So we go surfing and
Hang
Toad-
Ted!
Hang Ted.
Whoa!
I always think of a line from Phineas and Ferb where they're like, "Oh, he's hanging 10. Now he's hanging 5. Now he's hanging 32." Where he's hanging from his teeth from the board.
Now he's just hanging.
Now he's just hanging.
That is also.
All right, so they have a wipeout and Toad falls in some kelp spaghetti.
It's really
Seriously, it looks like spaghetti. I mean, in real life, kelp does look like spaghetti. Kelp is nasty.
Kelp is nasty.
Like, unless it's dried and delicious.
like seaweed. Well, it's
Well,
delicious
yeah.
to eat.
When you dry it and there's just a little bit, it's fine. But then it's like when you're like actually at the beach and in the water and there's just like kelp on you, it's so gross. It just sticks and doesn't
I
get
feel
off.
like there was an Arthur episode about this.
I'm
I
thinking
was
of
minding my own business and the kelp attacked me.
was that an Arthur episode? I was just thinking of the time we went on vacation and our last day there was a huge kelp tide.
No.
And so I was trying to bodyboard. It was a boogie board. So I was trying to ride the boogie board and there was giant kelp all in my swimsuit.
Ew.
Gross.
No, it was the Arthur episode where they go to the beach with Buster and Sue Ellen. And Arthur and
I
Buster
didn't
make
know
the
Sue
big
Ellen went to the
sandcastle. Yeah, cause Sue Ellen's the one who's all like, "It's a shark," and it's Mr. Ratburn.
Oh my god.
To having his nose poked out and being like, "Sharks
Well, that's
don't
always-
come this close
It's always
to
the
water."
joke in the intro.
Yeah.
Hey!
What a wonderful
kind of day. Alright, before we start going into Arthur mode, let's get back to
Okay.
to Wayne's
gnarly
World. Wayne's
dude.
World! Wayne's World!
You said Wayne's World.
He looks like Garth.
I still got Carl on the brain. He's a gnarly Stephen Merchant.
Yeah, he looks more like Garth.
He looks
than
more like
Stephen
Dana
Merchant.
Carvey. Dana Carvey.
Is that
yes,
who it is?
That's the
Okay.
real man's name.
I was surprised I remembered the name Garth because I have not seen Wayne's World
I was
in a
thinking
long
Wayne's
time.
buddy.
In a long time.
I know Dana Carvey better than.
Oh well, so Garth is like, hey, bruh, I want to teach you how to hang with the whiz. And
Are you
whatever."
having to watch the weird little
Oh my
kid in the
God.
sun hat?
I love the way people make fun of Toad in this
Well,
show.
it's that they misunderstand him, because
Well, 'cause
truly...
truly, Toad does have a very human-like anatomy. He's just really short and has a big head. And so they're like, who's that kid with the sun hat? It's like,
Hey, I'm an adult. I'm probably older than you.
although I don't know how old Toad is.
How do mushrooms age?
Because, like, I feel like Toad is mature because technically he has the job as
He owns a
Princess's.
house.
He owns a house. He has a job as Princess's right-hand man. But at the same time, like, There's the one Christmas episode where he's all excited about Santa.
Well, I think that's because Mario and Luigi had just told him the concept of Santa Claus.
I feel like he knew what Santa was before then.
Do you think Santa existed in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Maybe. He didn't exist in cave times. Oh, we'll get to that.
That is
episode.
ways away.
Oh my god.
So Peach is like, well, okay, fine. I'll hang with you, you know, 'cause you're a local. And he's like, totally rad.
Totally rad.
And he moves along.
All right, moving along. We're back in the Mushroom Kingdom.
So I apologize because I kept confusing this episode with Princess Toadstool, where I was like, they're congratulating them about the dam. And you're like, no, they're not.
Okay.
This is the dam episode.
So in the last episode, it was like some memorial thing. I don't know.
Was it the episode before
Oh, it was
that?
the Founders' Day for the bridge or something. And in Princess Toadstool for president.
Yes.
Yeah, that was 2 episodes. I don't know.
It was episode 5 in production.
That was in the past. We're in the future, bro.
In the present.
And the future is dams.
So they're giving a speech, and Mario goes, "Hey, Luigi, this is my speech." Because
Well,
Luigi
it's because
starts talking.
Mario starts his speech, and then Luigi's like, "Oh, I don't." Luigi starts super overacting. He's like, "We're so happy to build this dam," and Mario's like, "Luigi, calm down. It's
Luigi,
just a dam."
This is my speech, and then it turns into. It's a whole thing where you have somebody feeding you your lines.
Well, he's
It's
like,
a thing
"Well,
that-
Mario, don't forget to tell them that
he
we're
just
building
says
this
the
dam
whole-
and blah blah blah," and it's just like, oh my god.
You're just parroting the lines to him. What the heck?
Oh, well, we don't have time for that.
there's
We've got to
trouble.
get to Bowser's inner monologue.
He can't be talking when this is happening because he plants a bomb underwater.
Well, he has the scuba gear in his mouth, but like he's talking normally, and normally when people are underwater, at least in Mario 3.
Oh, I never. Sorry, it didn't sound.
Yeah, whatever, it wasn't that loud. Anyway, in Mario 3 at least, when people talk underwater, they're like, "Whoa, it's a killer fish." But then it's like very fun to do. I just keep thinking of the scene in Mama Louie. All right,
I can't gargle.
Don't choke on your water.
I tried to gargle, didn't work.
Oh,
Here's
well.
my question: do the bombs work underwater? Wouldn't the fuse go out?
I mean, there are like water sorts of bombs.
I just feel like when they're underwater, they wouldn't detonate.
The fuse wouldn't like.
The fuse would go out because it'd be wet.
I don't know. I was more distracted by the fact that he set the bomb on the ground and then it was on the wall and then it was back on the ground and then it exploded.
Consistency.
Whee! And that poor bomb, when he exploded, you could see all his body parts flying everywhere.
Listen,
they're
those
so
bombs
mean.
they're factory made, yo.
The
They
sad
live
life
to,
of the
they
bomb.
live to die.
Poor Bobby. Where's that recorder?
I threw
It's fine. All right.
We can't play taps. So
Anyway, so the dam explodes.
and it causes
Hoover, damn.
which I wrote that one dam explosion causes this many complaints, but then I sat on it and I'm like, yeah, it would, because a lot of things would
It wasn't just the dam.
Okay.
Honestly, I think there were a bunch of complaint letters, and then as soon as the dam exploded, they're like, "Oh, here, Mario Bros, look at all the complaints."
because it would both lower the water level on top of the dam and also flood the area below it.
And there's more complaints than just the dam. There's also like the stairway to heaven
Is falling?
apparently. I don't know. Also,
Does that mean nobody's dying?
the mushroom shopping mall is taken over by Boo Diddlys.
They just one comes up to the screen and is like, "Oh!"
Luigi's line read for that is so good. He's like, "And it seems like there's a bunch of Boo Diddlys."
And the reports were caused by the Boo Diddly. Diddly Boo. Diddly Boo.
I wonder if the Were they actually called Boo Diddlys? I think they were in Mario 3. I think it was later they were called Boos.
I'll do a little research.
In Japanese, they're called, like, Teresa, which...
Boo Diddly!
Boo Diddly.
Boo Diddly.
I feel like if you look up Boo Diddly, you'll just get the enemy from the Super Show.
Well, does
Maybe they're like little boos.
Fine Raisin. Originally known as
Boo
quotation
Diddlys.
marks Boo Diddlys.
Or Boo Buddies.
Did-
Boo Diddlys. I just think that Tony Rosado had such a fun time saying that word because he'll say it in later episodes. And
Where
it's
does
so
the
fun.
diddle? Where's the diddle come from?
I think it's a joke on...
Boo's
it's
just
a,
appeared in Mario
It's a joke
3?
on Bo Diddley. Yeah, they didn't appear till Mario 3. It's a joke on Bo Diddley, who is a famous person that exists.
Where did the diddly come from? Where? Where did diddly come from?
Oh, well, we don't have time to think of diddlies. Luigi's done with this act. He's like the first sign of panic. He's like, we gotta call back the princess.
I was right.
We're not Princess Mario.
There was a really fun thing here where Mario goes, all right, I'll write the complaint letter. And Luigi's like, no need. I've already written it.
That's so funny.
Go deliver it right now.
I wonder if he wrote it before the princess even went on vacation.
I feel like Luigi is the type of...
True.
He's so anxious that I say a coping mechanism.
It's
It's not a treatment, but I'm lapsing on the words. But a way that he gets around panicking about everything is making solutions.
well, it's true. He has a way to shoot. Now I'm blanking on the word.
What's it sound like?
It's in an episode of Phineas and Ferb where they're
It
like
all comes back.
they prepare for every eventuality. So it's like when they have a bunch
Milo's Murphy's Law? Anything
no,
that
that's
can go
something
wrong
else.
will go wrong?
It's that there's an episode where they're cursed with bad luck, and so they build a machine that will, like, prepare for every eventuality. There's a couple episodes about
I
this.
just feel like this is just more so how Milo Murphy copes with
That's
Milo
true.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is to
that,
have a
like,
backup
preparing for
for-
everything. So
backup
Luigi
for
comes
every-
up with backup plans for his backup plans.
So the first backup plan, send a letter to Toadstool.
Through Warpagram.
So Mario walks out into the crowd, and the crowd is holding up signs that
Oh my
say,
God, the
bring
signs.
back the princess.
We want our princess.
It's
The
like-
Marios suck. And it's like, I thought they liked the Marios. Jeez.
I think now that Toadstool isn't there as a buffer, their true selves are coming to light.
Toads are mean.
But I feel like I'm overthinking
Even
this.
in general,
What
like in
is-
the Mario games, Toads are so sassy.
What is stopping the Mushroom Kingdom residents from getting Peach back themselves?
Yeah, I thought they were all in agreement that Peach needs a day off. And then it's
Well-
like, as soon as she does take one, they're like, we need Peach back. I mean, it's a real thing that happens, but it's like, we need Peach back.
But my question is, the warp pipes seem free to use. Like, the like Mario and Luigi use them, Koopa goes into them.
I mean, I think they just want to
Is
live
there
their...
some sort of border?
They just want to live their normal, boring lives. They don't want to work.
Well, if they don't want to get back to their boring lives, why don't they...
They just want to complain about it. They don't want to do something about it. Come on.
I just think if
They're the unwashed
if a-
masses.
If a mob of people swept in,
They want the Marios to fix the problem. They don't want to fix the problem
I
themselves.
guess they're just so used to the
They don't care that
Marios.
much about it. That's
Really?
just a thing. It's
They're
just
making
escape.
signs
They're
and they
just
got
making the
mobs.
Marios into scapegoats at this point.
Those poor Marios.
Jeez. Poor Luigi.
So there's a pretty funny, I don't know, it's a pretty good editing thing. So Mario throws the letter into the pipe,
Which, you know, considering how important this letter is, you think he would have taken a little bit more care
and it
into
immediately cuts to a chompy
I'm gonna say Patooey. Let's just call him Patooey's.
Patooey. Well, no, Patooey's were a different one, because Patooey's
They're related to
were
Patooey's.
spotted like walking piranha plants. The nibbler, they're called
The
nibblers.
nibblers?
I think they're
Okay.
called nibblers. Immediately eats the letter.
I thought it was gonna be a thing where he eats the letter and then would have, like, relayed the letter back.
Well, I think he did.
Well, no. Because, like, I thought it would have been, like, he eats the letter and then he understands what the letter is and then he spits the letter back to the first person he meets and then the first person is Koopa. But no, it turns out the Nibbler was actually
A spy.
a spy. With too many teeth. God, he has so many
He
teeth.
had
I hate
serious overbite.
that. Oh my god, his teeth are so scary.
They're all individually drawn.
So he's like, he doesn't tell Koopa the message because Koopa already knows what the message is.
I really thought he told him
He
the
just
message.
goes, here, I intercepted the note for you. And Koopa goes, great. And then there's this sound effect where I think he just murdered the Patooey.
Oh, it's because the Patooey did something. The Patooey burped.
He burped,
and then he killed the Patooey.
And it's like,
I mean,
whoa.
it's true.
I mean, I guess now the message won't leak anywhere,
They
but
say
jeez.
don't hurt the messenger, but that's when you get bad news. If you really want to keep a good spy network, you kill the messenger after you receive the
Goodness.
message so they won't leak it out.
Alright, so then Koopa starts talking to himself, and it took me a moment to realize
He's
that
talking in his
he's
wand.
talking in his wand to Kooky, which, honestly, the wand communication in this show is so complicated.
It's
Sometimes
so
you see
on
their
and
face
off.
in it. Sometimes it's like they're looking at. Honestly, in this frame, it's just like he's talking and the
It
wand
was
is
so
there.
weird. There was an awkward circle perspective.
Well, it's that, like, at first we see him with the wand, and then we see Kooky in his house, and then it goes back to him, and then it's, like, Kooky in a periscope. And it's just like, was that what Koopa was seeing the whole time? Why did we just now see that? I don't know.
It was so weird. But the point is that Kookie's marvelous plan is to build a fake Toadstool
It's a good plan.
to infiltrate Pose's Peach while she's off having fun, ruin things, and, you know, just
Have Koopa take over.
have Koopa take over.
Which is not bad.
So
he's built a metal princess.
yeah.
Like Metal Sonic.
Anyways, so then we cut to...
I also like how Koopa's threat is, if you don't finish that princess, I'm gonna lock you in the basement and cut your allowance. It's like, I feel like with Kooky, the locking in the basement thing isn't the problem. Because,
It's
like,
his
that's where his lab
allowance.
is. It's his allowance. He's like, I
Oh.
can't do science experiments if I don't have
I
this
need to
allowance.
raise my budget by 20%. He needs that. He can't take the budget cuts.
Did you call the plant a Nami? That's so cute.
Overbite Nami. I think it's a, what did I call it? A nibbler?
Yeah.
I have good memory retention skills, I promise. So we cut to, what did you hear? You got Mega Move.
But you got Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
I did.
Sung by Cootie Pie.
It's a really good cover.
It's so weird to me. Like, of all the songs that they brought back, they picked that one, which I,
don't
thought they
think-
did have the license to it.
I don't think they ever played Girls Just Want to Have
They
Fun.
played it in the Super Show episode
Are
where
you
Cyndi Lauper.
Sure.
I don't know if they played it in the cartoon, but they definitely played it in the episode where Cyndi Lauper and Lou Albano were doing stuff.
Okay. So I gotta...
I don't know. So we
Nope.
get some
They
cute
never
vacation
played it.
shots of Peach. Yeah, normal stuff. Jumping off cliffs,
they're
surfing in
having
slow
some
motion.
Having some fun! Girls! It was a really good cover, because she
It
wasn't as
wasn't bad.
squeaky as you would think. It
Yeah.
it sounded like Cootie Pie was having a ball. Good skunk.
Good for you. Anyway,
song.
currently the
Dana
Robo...
Carvey and Toadstool are like on a date practically. With how they're doing everything together. Where's Toad?
I don't know.
Toad's stuck in the kelp.
Toad's
Toad's
a square, man.
he don't, even though he's got circles on his head.
Hey, Toad had his own plan for this whole vacation.
That's true, but-
the princess
but
is just
Toad-
his excuse.
Toadstool is getting drunk on relaxation. She's like, I'll never return home.
I mean, it's
But-
so true.
And also, I like that line because she'll never return home, and who returns home but
the Robo
Peach.
Princess.
Yeah, so Robo Toadstool.
I like how she has black lipstick.
This
like the
Robo
eternal-
Toadstool has a lot of good details to her. I took note of the ones that I
It's
noticed.
the eternal way to show someone is evil. Give them black lipstick.
Oh, good thing we threw your black lipstick out ages ago.
Don't worry, I bought some blue lipstick.
How blue is it?
I tried it on. It's not as super blue as I thought.
Okay, but there's some
It was like
deep-
costumey makeup, so if I wanted it like a super matte blue, I'd have to actually like spend good money and not get it on sale, but you know. It's good for when I want blue lips.
But Robo Peach has some good details. The most noticeable one is her black lipstick, but when you zoom in, she has nuts and bolts for earrings.
And then, like, when you look at her chest plate, it's like that little Iron Man thing.
Yeah. And also, she doesn't have legs. She's running on a
got,
conveyor
like, a wheel.
belt.
Yeah, it's so
yeah.
cute.
And also,
And her arms are segmented.
And she doesn't open her mouth. She talks through her teeth.
Hello, Koopa. It's nice to meet you. This is going great.
And it's like, dang, this is good.
Wait to rule the Mushroom Kingdom.
This is really good attention to details. Here's my other weird thing. The Robo Peach...
I love people's robot
she have
voices.
AI, or is someone feeding her lines?
I feel like she has a base AI. That's probably as good as Cookie King. It reminds me of the episode of Donkey Kong Country where they make the
Candy Kong.
I'm Candy Kong's other clone, and the same.
The candy clone.
Although the
Robo
candy clone is slightly more advanced. Slightly. Slightly.
I don't know, this Robo
I'd say
Peach...
that the candy clone looks better, but she malfunctions more. Peach...
I will give it to this Robo Peach.
Robo
she never
Peach
malfunctions.
does not malfunction. She does
never
her
runs-
job 100%.
She never runs into AI problems.
No.
Like that one Star Trek episode where
I was thinking of another Phineas
have
and
all
Ferb
the
episode.
old-
I've been such a Phineas and Ferb. Maybe
No.
it's because of my socks.
you did buy some Perry socks.
I did. In the good year 2021, I have found Phineas and Ferb merch that I bought.
But no, the Star Trek episode is all of the robots named Alice, I think. And they all work for this guy, but if you get them stuck in a logic loop, they'll freeze up.
Oh.
You'll be like, you'll do the whole thing that it's like, he's lying,
I've seen that
I'm
referenced in
lying.
things.
It's
You
like,
get them
who's
stuck in a
telling-
logic
like
loop
the
and they
liar's liar
explain.
telling the truth. Who's lying and who's telling the truth? And she goes, beep, 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 beep,
And then
beep,
their
beep,
heads explode.
Well,
Yeah, I've seen that referenced in stuff.
Yeah, there was a Star Trek moment with that, but that does not happen with
I
this
kept
Robo
thinking of the
Peach.
part where Perry's telling a story and he's got a voice recorder because he can't talk, and then the recorder starts jumping and he goes retrospect. I don't remember you saying spec so many times. Oh well, Peach has good Robo AI or whatever it
But
is.
Cookie also, because his dad's just barking orders at him, and he's like, okay, bossy dad. Being so bossy.
You've told me the plan 6 times, bossy dad.
So the current thing is this Peach
Well-
will mess up things. Robo
You know, they
Toadstool.
had a good plan. I think Bowser just second guesses his plan. Because all of a sudden in the middle, he's like, Cookie, I need you to go check up on the princess. I'm
Well-
worried that the princess is going to come back because...
They aren't betting on Toadstool wanting to stay.
I guess because we know that Peach really is enjoying her vacation and doesn't want to go
But
back.
when she was leaving, she kept saying, and Koopa overheard, I don't want to go, call me back if there's any sign of trouble. So they would think that she's calling him back. So
So
they
I
send
guess
Cookie
they
out
decided to
to
send Cookie.
reconnaissance.
Which really, if they
He's
didn't...
like, I've got the
honestly-
perfect disguise for you. A little lay.
Oh.
Aw.
Aloha! I love Cookie's line. He has so much fun.
This is a very
Cookie's
kooky
voice
episode.
actor is very fun.
So
I have to wonder if Eric Stewart, it wasn't Eric Stewart, whoever does James in the new Pokemon series, if they based it off Cookie. I mean, it's
think-
probably not
I
true.
feel like they just based it off Deranged Laugh.
But it's such a good laugh. Oh man, I love him.
So Robo Toadstool is like, we have big changes to make in the Mushroom Kingdom, and her changes are quicksand highways and watered down fire flowers.
Oh, I will say, we already mentioned the Dr. Toad design. I really like the design of the firefighter toads. Their mushrooms are shaped like firefighter hats, and they're the colors. It's so cute.
See, this supports my theory that toad hats are hats because
No, it's their
are
head.
you born with a firefighting head? What if you don't want to be a firefighter and you're born with a firefighter head?
Well, too bad.
Do you grow the firefighter head when you become the
Well, maybe
job?
they can, like,
Add attachments?
yeah, or, like, shape it. I don't know. Well, they go to the hairstylist. Fix their...
But
They're mushroom
I'm confused about why the watered down fire flowers are a problem. We have not used fire flowers at all this
And we have rain.
series.
What happens when it rains?
I'm assuming maybe they're being overwatered so they'll wilt and die.
I guess.
Either way, I feel like fire flowers
It's like
would
in
grow
Superstar
in a
Saga
desert.
when you gotta kill the piranha plants by waterlogging them.
Oh, well, you do that and then you hit them with electricity,
Yeah.
which makes them extra conductive.
Yeah, poor things.
So Mario and Luigi are thinking, Toadstool, you're making a bit too many
Kinda
changes.
Weird. I think we better have a plumber to princess talk.
So they go to Toad's
Also,
house.
there's a lot of walking sound effects that have been happening lately. It's the little running sound effect that they have in Mario 3 when you start running. You go... Which is like, it's a cute one for when they're running, but it's like, they're just walking. Why do we have the running sound effect?
Are they power walking?
Maybe.
But we cut.
They're walking with purpose.
But their purpose is lost because
They're hugging!
Princess Peach is having an affair with Koopa.
Oh my god.
It really did look like being caught with your trousers down.
Whoops.
It really did look like that.
I would have sold it more if they were inside the house, because they're just kind of outside, like, giving each other a hug, and I'm just like, oh, it's kind of cute.
Really, I saw it as more scandalous. But they're like,
Alright,
what the
fine.
heck? So suddenly Toadstool is showering Koopa with praise, and she goes, well, I'll be giving the Mushroom Kingdom to him later.
And you boys are fired. Get out in an hour.
What were they being paid to be heroes? What was their position?
I guess.
Plumbers?
I guess she just wants them to leave.
And then and then Koopa says, make that 15 minutes.
And he just yeets him out of
15 minutes is equal to immediate eviction.
He just yeets him out. He picks him up and goes, whoop!
Get out. So Mario's like, okay, Luigi, let's go.
Well, he doesn't even say anything. He's just like, this is weird.
Really? He doesn't. I thought I remembered that they went to go get Toadstool at this point.
No, they don't go. They never go to get
They
Toadstool.
never go.
That's the thing.
Because they think it's her.
If Kooky hadn't have gone,
And
as we'll see, if Kooky didn't go to Hawaii,
the plan would have worked.
the plan would have worked.
Looks like the backup failed.
It's that Bowser second guessed his plan, and now it's failed because
Okay.
we cut back to Peach, who is now sporting a daisy tan.
I said that too. She
It's
looked
very
like
nice.
she looked like Super Mario
I
Land.
really appreciate how more modern Mario games have given Daisy back her tan.
I keep saying the letter I. Let me think for my
Take a breath.
sentence. I condone the subtle change in her skin tone, and I hope that, like, in 20 years
Just
down the
keep-
line,
keep subtly
she'll
changing
be
it.
totally brown
And beautiful.
or black, and then we'll be like, hey, wait a second.
Hey, wait.
When did this happen? And the answer is, like, it's been happening the whole time.
So Daisy. Now she's Daisy. What is this, a Mario movie?
So Daisy's
She's having
so much fun
we
with
just
Garth.
stuck calling her Daisy. All right, Daisy's having fun with Garth, and Toad keeps getting made fun
Publicly
of.
ashamed.
Poor Toad. They're like,
Who's that kid with the umbrella on his head? He's like, eat a pineapple, kid.
But
I love his
I
comeback.
think the
Oh, it's
dad
so
looks
cute.
really small. It's a weird
Well, the dad's
scale issue.
interesting because he's voiced by Harvey Atkins.
He is, but he's doing his
He's
Sam.
doing his Sam voice, which I don't even think I've mentioned it yet. It's that the
Peach has a very she has a very apt fondness
I
for
love-
Harvey Atkins because
I love
Sam
Sam
and
and Max.
Max.
It's such a good series. If you've never watched the Sam and Max cartoon, it's also free on YouTube.
how soon have you liked Sam and Max?
I started liking it in college, so
How
it's
far
been a
ago?
few years at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
Not
the
when
other
the games were coming out. This
No.
was post the games.
Well, it was a comic, and then it was a cartoon, and then it was a game.
no,
so.
I'm saying the era that you learned about them.
Well, they've been remaking the games recently, which you should totally buy. Please
We're not-
buy
we're
Sam and
not
Max.
sponsored by
I would
Scumgate.
love to be sponsored by them. Dang it. I'm so excited for season 2.
I'm not looking for
so-
sponsors. So Kooky is hanging out in the bushes, and he does a little snake.
He does a little blep.
He does a blep with his snake tank, so cute. And then the kid goes,
adorable.
and why is that weird little gremlin back there hissing at us? And the dad's like,
honey,
don't
he's
look,
probably
honey.
a rock star.
Don't look, honey. Don't look, honey. Don't make eye contact.
It's probably a rock star. They're different from us.
Don't make eye contact. So I just realized something.
It just has such a Sam tone to it. I love it.
I just realized something while looking at Toad sitting on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wearing his shoes. His feet are
Look.
purple.
He took the bullet for Peach, okay?
He's wearing
Maybe
sandals. And his feet are purple because you can see the grooves in his separate toes.
Are his feet actually purple, or is this just a drawing error? Because it could be.
His feet are purple.
I feel like
His
they're
feet are purple.
I feel like they're drawn tan later.
I'd pull up a picture,
I
but
don't know. This is a man who wears
we're
a
not
diaper
cheating.
all day. So.
he wears a diaper and his feet are purple. We thought his shoes were purple, but no. This is disgusting. So Toad is like, okay, if Kookie's out here, then there's trouble. Why is he out looking around?
Oh no, I gotta go home. And Garth
gotta
is
go
like,
home.
What are you talking about? And she's
Where
like,
you
you know,
going, bro?
I'm a princess. Her
Her
line read is so funny.
Shaggy bro is so out of the loop. She's just saying
But
all
he's
these
tripping
terms and
so
he's
hard.
like, yeah.
Dude, I don't think that was weed we just smoked.
I had a bite of the mushroom.
The Mushroom Kingdom. What?
Oh, I gotcha. You're going to the mushroom,
Mushroom
kingdom.
Yeah. And I love how
got
she's like, hey, don't tell anybody. And she's like, yeah, don't worry about that one.
I won't tell anybody for
No one
fear of police
No one would
involvement.
believe me. I'm not going to jail again.
Also, there's a really weird position here. Garth's sticking his butt out.
I wasn't
It
paying
was
much
nicely,
attention to
it was
him at this
nicely
point.
shaped. It was weird. So we go back to the Mushroom Kingdom.
All right.
And
So
Pete-
now Mario's very sus.
because he's like, why is her skin so porcelain clean?
She just went to Hawaii. Shouldn't she have a tan? I'm like,
really tan.
I guess it has been about a week.
I don't know how long it is because
It is weird
because
to think.
Garth asks that she stay an extra weekend. And she goes, "We can fit that into our plans, right, Toad?" And Toad's like, "I want to go home."
Well, Toad doesn't want to go home. Toad sees Kooky and he's like, we gotta go home now. Kooky's here.
Okay.
So
But-
it's no telling how long she was actually in Hawaii. It was enough to get a tan.
Yeah, but Robo Toadstool.
Although
is...
Robo Toadstool's been around for like half the trip,
Well,
so it's
here's
like,
the other thing. How long would it take to make quicksand highways?
Yeah, because the amount of time is that we've had enough time for Mario and Luigi to be in charge, Mario and Luigi to fail at being in charge,
Get
Robo
letters.
Princess to show up, and then Robo Princess messes up everything, and now Robo Princess is having a coronation.
Let's say 2 weeks.
I'll just say 1 week. 1 week's fine.
Anyways, so Robo Peach is giving the longest coronation ceremony.
And I love how Bowser's giving her
Koopa's
tips.
like, I want to be called extraordinary, marvelous, and magnificent.
The
She-
extraordinary, marvelous, magnificent.
You forgot spectacular.
The extraordinary, magnificent, spectacular.
No. And it's just that over and
so
over.
cute. I love it.
But also, all of the other Koopa kids
The Koopalings have shown up
have
for the
been
ceremony.
invited. Something is wrong with them this episode.
Yeah, there was no model reference sheet for this episode.
Bully
they just
is underfed.
they just kind of draw loose sketches for all of them, and then nobody tightened it up.
I think the mystery of was it hip or hop?
Oh my god, it's such a mystery. I think his hair is pink at one point. Like, wow.
I saw both of them at
but
one
you know,
point.
pink is very funny.
And Kooky is back home celebrating.
No, Kooky. Oh, he is?
Yes.
Oops.
When in the shot where Bully looks underfed, Kooky is there celebrating. And it's like, What the heck?
I noticed Cheatsy, because Cheatsy yells, "You
Go, Dad.
I always noticed Cootie Pie first. Her big bow.
Her shrill voice is very loud.
Her big bow, and also in this still, one of the Toad's face, only one, is drawn really detailed. It's either A, an inside joke storyboard reference, or B, Sponge, the plumber.
Alright,
For details on Sponge, watch Vine Sauce.
alrighty. So Koopa's about to get crowned, but who should come in?
But Princess Toadstool, and she bursts in the door like Roundabout from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where it's just
And they play Girls Just Want to Have Fun again.
They do. Did you hear it again, or did you?
Oh,
hear
they played
Mega
Mega Move again.
Okay, I was like, did they actually forget to remove it?
Nah, they played Mega Move again.
So they played
She's
again.
surfing with a harpoon, and it's like, wow, she really did get good.
She's gnarly, yo. But then Kooky comes through the pipe. He was just here.
But he rockets in through that pipe. He spits out of the pipe so hard that he whacks
guessing
straight into the Robo
I'm guessing
Princess.
that they opened up like an ocean pipe, or they talked about sewer pipes. Ew.
Well, no, I think he jumps out of the Hawaii pipe and he's like, I gotta hurry to the thing, and he hurries too fast.
Okay.
And this is the frame where the Koopalings just look terrible.
Cootie Pie
Like
the
you
Goom-
thought they looked bad before. Ooh.
Cootie Pie the Goomba is back.
I didn't even know if it was a Goomba. It looked like
her face, it was shaded the
was
same
very
way as Never
Goomba-like.
Cook the Coop. And Hop looks like Lester the Unlikely, which is to say a hunchbacked nerd.
Everybody just looks so terrible, and it's not like it's just for a second. It's like it's the whole time where Kooky falls onto the
talking
princess.
for a long
he
amount of
stands up
time.
and talks to Koopa, and it's like we're just sitting there looking at these
background-
abominations
The
in the
background
background.
artist flatlined at this point.
Looks like the keyboard player died on this one note.
Truly. And there's surprised Pikachu faces all around. Where they go, oh, so Kooky is like, Dad, Peach, Toadstool is returning. And he's like,
I noticed. Let's
So-
get out of here.
So he
I love his
grabs-
running animation.
so he
he grabs him by the hair and he's like, oh, I'm getting out of here.
And I'm glad that Koopa loves Kooky enough to escape with him. He's the only Koopa kid that he takes concern to escape with, because the others have to run behind him, and even then, Cootie Pie, Hip, and Hop didn't leave
out the window, and we don't see them run. Well, we do see Hop running away,
Where
but
did
we
Hip
don't
and
see
Cootie
everybody
go?
else. Because when Hop is running away, that's when his hair is pink.
Okay.
I don't know.
The plan is
These poor
spoiled.
animators have such a hard time when every Koopaling is on.
And Daisy has...
They have a hard enough time when there's just like one Koopaling around, just remembering what colors they
And
are.
to keep the color difference when there's no lines separating their fill bucket. It's hard work.
Animation is hard.
It's hard.
The people that
So-
do it should really be appreciated.
Stare. So Daisy has returned, and she's like, you know what? That vacation really helped me understand something. And they're like,
What?
what? What did it help you
What did
learn?
it help you learn?
Did it help you learn how to hang 10?
I don't know.
That
I think
was-
she had a good vacation.
Well, she did, but
I'm feeling
what did
me
she
for a vacation.
learn?
She
When
learned
you're on
that-
vacation, it's not a time
I
for
mean,
you
I
to
guess
work.
the idea was that she learned that she needs to
Take it
space
easy?
out more, but it's like, well, but then in the end, we've learned that no one else can handle the Mushroom King. I mean, no wonder they elected her president.
It was
It's
a
like,
unanimous
dang.
vote because nobody else can
Nobody
handle
wants
this.
to work, and no one else can handle this.
And also, there's a fun ending line read from Luigi. Yeah, now Battle Koopa's gonna be the one who needs a rest.
This is starting Luigi's wheezy endings.
Listen, he's out of breath, okay? They don't let you drink water until the episode recording's over, okay?
It's very
Tony
true.
Rosato needs his fluids. He needs to stay hydrated.
Poor Tony.
We love you, Tony. But It cuts away to them running
the happy
away.
ending. Yay!
Happy
ending. Luigi wheezes.
So, Peach, who is the most valuable paisano?
You know, I went back and forth on it. I did really like Toadstool in this episode. She had a lot of fun in this episode.
Yeah.
I think she channeled her inner Daisy.
She did. How would you rank princesses?
And I also liked the Robo Princess, too. Although I count them kind of as the same person, because it's the same voice actress. I liked the way she did the line reads for Robo Princess. I love robot voices. They're so fun.
It sounds like they do each word individually.
Yeah.
Now
it's like
that
whenever
the Robo Koopa is gone.
I guess this is a topical thing whenever I'm watching Skyward Sword. I always give Fee a robot voice. It's so much fun to be like, Master, you're an idiot. Let me baby this game for you.
Did you know that the beeping means that your hearts are low? Yes, Fee.
It seems you've died to this boss 6 times. How about I do it for you?
I find
you
it...
stupid small man.
No.
I guess I make Fee more like GLaDOS.
You absolute imbecile.
You imbecile.
But
I've learned something.
I find that really
Killing
annoying.
You is hard, so
Fee...
I don't want to do it.
I find it so annoying though when I was playing Skyward Sword that when you play the game, and it makes sense that the more enemies you defeat, the more you learn about them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to boss tactics, you scan the boss and she's like, I have many tactics for you, Master.
What?
Would you like to hear them? Yes, I would. I have no hints available right now.
What? Do you need a player's guide?
Maybe if you die.
Maybe you should get good.
Like a nerd. You can get good when I tell you the answer. Now we just sound like the Binge Pipe voice from You Don't Know Jack, presented by Binge Pipe. Do you know what I mean? I produce content. We are interested in data.
You know, I may not have the best opinion of Skyward Sword, but I love Fee so much.
We have many Skyward Sword opinions.
Opinion. Well, we've been talking for an hour, though, so...
We do.
We
so
should wrap things up.
Oh,
you didn't say your most valuable
You didn't
Paisano.
say yours. You said
it was
you were
Toadstool.
Okay, you didn't say that. You were just like, I've been going back and forth, and I was choosing between this one. Okay, it's Toadstool.
Well, I don't know who else I would have picked.
I'm picking
I liked
I'm
Luigi
picking Luigi.
For making a plan.
For making a plan, being a good public speaker. For writing the note ahead of time.
For having a nice wheeze at the end.
And having a good voice.
True. I do love Luigi, but, you know, this is one of the few episodes where I actually liked Toadstool, so I'm gonna give it to her.
That's true. I liked the detail of the tan.
I think in most episodes I don't care for Toadstool because she can be too much of a goody-goody, but, you know, she had fun in this episode.
Well, as a goody-goody myself, I relate deeply to Princess Toadstool.
Well, I relate deeply to Luigi's anxiety.
Well, even then, I'm giving it to Luigi.
He's a good boy. I'll give it to him later.
Well, that episode. So, Peach, what is the lesson that we have learned today? What's the moral?
Never Koopa. Oh, dang it, that was the last episode.
That was last episode.
Well, the moral today is that if you want to look at my art, you should go to peachsupremeart.tumblr.com.
Yay!
Plug! Alright, where are you plugging?
I'm at delfinodurians.tumblr.com.
Oh no, I haven't written down Taylor Lair's thing.
Oh, I have it. I remember it.
You remember it?
Our
Thank goodness.
outro is composed by Taylor Lair. You can find more of her music at tlair.bandcamp.com. Wait, is that what the... Yes, T-Lair.
We just need to
start... letter T-L-A-I-R-E.
We just need to get a bunch of T-Lair merch and put it everywhere so that we'll remember it for next time.
We need to make her a phenomenon. The next big
phenomenon.
Thing. The next Post Malone, if you will. Do you know Post Malone? He wrote a song for the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. The Sunflower song. No, that's Pharrell Williams!
Oh.
It's so funny that Pharrell Williams did that song, and If
Post
didn't
Malone.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 come out in 2014? Because that was also the summer that Despicable Me 2 came out, and he wrote Happy.
Which was a much better song.
It was just amazing how no one noticed his terrible dubstep electro song because we were all singing Happy. Because we were happy.
Long if you think that this episode needs to end.
Because we're tired.
It's been a long day and I've worked so hard I need a vacation.
Yes, we're sweaty.
Because it's the middle of summer, but I decided to wear wool socks anyway.
Because we're happy.
Because they have Perry the Platypus on them.
And we say Paisani, Paisani.
Paisani, Paisani.